205 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carrying for the first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action, they'll throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And they set up the screen. That's complete.
Herbert.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Room to run past midfield. That's a room to run now. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He may try and run for this. And he picks picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Out of the gun, Herbert. Dancing to his left. And it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
6-0 our score after 1.
First down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They run the counter now on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
To number 89. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Chargers 13. Broncos 7.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They're going for Herbert, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Herbert on 3rd down now. It's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
A gain of 22.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. To throw. And his throw here is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Side, he hauls it in, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Second down, this time complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
The tackle made by Monte Nicholson.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Handler on the receiving end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Broncos 14, Chargers 13. Brendan McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Keenan Allen, incomplete.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He gets it left side of Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
This one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Herbert back to the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Operating from the gun. Herbert under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, Herbert. It's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 94 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive...
He's got him in. Complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
37-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Herbert now on second down, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. He's got it at the 15. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Herbert throwing again. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
At the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Denver.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the Chargers' 44-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. But with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 45.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Results in a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. On play action, they'll throw. Open man handler, that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 28 yards on that one. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Broncos, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.